Okay, so once you have your file open, either because you went to File Open or you dragged and dropped it onto the program, you're ready to begin. First thing you may notice is going to be zoomed in really far, so you can select the magnifying glass here, left click to zoom in, right click to zoom out. At the bottom right, there's also this little sliding scale thing here you can use to zoom in and out, and even an exact percentage amount here you can just type in like 10%. I'm going to zoom out just a little further than that though because it's still a little large. Okay. Now once I've got my canvas area here all set up how I want it, I'm going to select the rectangular select, which is in the top left corner here. So I'll click that. Now by default, when I click the rectangular select, it's going to have this drop down here that says normal. So I'll click that and then I'll select fixed size. Once I've selected fixed size, I will enter in a width of 1,380 and I'll enter in a height of 750. And this should remain set as pixels. And then once I've done that, I can click on my canvas area here and you can see how it's creating a consistent sized square, which is what I want. So once I've done that, I can hold the mouse down and kind of slide this around to kind of get it into position where I want it. So I'm going to click, select the middle one here. And then I will go to Edit, Copy, File, New. It's going to fill out the width and the height exactly for you. Click OK, then go to Edit, Paste, and again we're going to kind of zoom around until we like how it looks. Now let's go back to the original source image. And I'm going to select the rectangular select again, click that, and again I'm going to slide it around to the next image that I want, and again edit, copy, file, new, OK, paste, and again I'm going to zoom around until I like where it's at. Once you've got a few images here, we can kind of look back and forth between them. And one issue you're going to notice immediately is that they're just all over the place. We want to line up the images so that they're not all jumbled like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select an image here. And now near the bottom right here, near the magnifying glass, there's a button that's going to center the image for me. Once that's centered, I can maybe zoom out twice, and that'll kind of make it a little easier for me to work with. I'll select the second image, and again I'll center it, zoom out twice. You may need to zoom in more or zoom out, just depends on your monitor. And then once I've done that, what I want to do is line up, you can see how it's kind of jumping in between the C sharp and the C. So I want to select the rectangle select again. I'll go up here where it said fixed size before, I'm going to switch it back to normal. I'm going to get rid of this line here, so I'm going to drag and I'm going to drag this, and then I'll hit delete on my keyboard. You'll notice those gray checker boxes. Don't worry about those. It's not a problem. And I'm going to go ahead and do that on the second image here as well. So again, I'm at the normal. I will drag and delete. And once I've done that with a few images, I'm ready to try and line them up. So I'm going to select the I don't know what you call this here, but it says Move Selected Pixels. So it's the one right next to the rectangle select. I'm going to click that, and I'll just use my my keyboard, the arrow keys, to kind of slide this around. You can see it kind of moving. It's very subtle, but you'll notice it's moving about 1 pixel at a time. Then I'm going to select the next image, and again I'm going to select the Move Pixel button, and I'm pretty much just going to line these up. And each time you switch between, you probably have, I think you have to reselect the button here, so just be aware. So So you don't have to get this exact. Just close enough is good, because these images are going to be shrunk down a little further once they're actually on the site. So you're not going to notice a little bit of a slight variation. So to me, that looks pretty good. Now, once I'm ready, I'm done with this image, I go to File, Save As. I'm just going to pick, well, the way I'll have you name these is, you can name it like how you normally name the file, like it was, what was this? I don't know if this is the right one, but 7OOT, and then, note A#. And I know that's not what the image actually was, but I can't remember. So I'm going to save that. I'm just going to select the default settings here, and that's done. Now I'm going to do the same thing to this one. File, Save As, and then 7OOT, note C#. Again, I don't even know if that's what the image was, but I'm just naming it that. And it's going to bring up the window again. I'll just hit save, and that's done. Now you'll just rinse and repeat. Do this for each note that you need to, and then email me all the files.